right, so Lucifer's in heaven, and he is praising God. He ushers the sun in. Rah. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand how the sun and how the moon moves. It's on the same track. It shows you in the book of Enoch that the sun is ushered in up on a chariot on the same route. The moon is the same. It's set in its place. The winds are held back by angels. The waters are held back by angels. But scratch that, let's go on to where Lucifer is up in heaven in the pool pit, feeling his motherfucking self. Alright? Because what music make these fuck niggas down here do? They feel they self. They feel like they God. They feel like they can go kill a nigga, pop a nigga, talk all that bullshit that they talking in this song. Ain't got no motherfucking substance. They ain't talking about shit. Alright? And it makes everybody get that, because what do music do? It evidently, it moved God, because God was so thankful about Lucifer, was so overjoyed by the way Lucifer was down here praising him, that he brought him to heaven. He let a jinn in heaven and let a jinn be over the fucking choir and a legion of militant angels. What? He gave them power. That's what the fuck these record labels down here doing. These record labels giving these fuck niggas out here. They giving them money. They giving them power. They giving them a bunch of real niggas like me to protect their bitch ass when they do that dumb shit, looking like a motherfucking. These little niggas looking like Mario Kart with these stupid ass motherfucking hats and shit on. But anyway, Lucifer in heaven, he like, okay, I'm gonna sin like God. I'm gonna be like my daddy. I'm gonna be like daddy. So this is what we finna do. We finna take over heaven, nigga. Michael talking to Gabriel. Gabriel like, Lord, this nigga tripping, man. So God was like, yeah, I know. I knew when he came to me, when he said he wanted to take a legion of angels down to earth, I knew his game plan then. I knew what he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But he has I gave him the spirit of free will. It's a parallel. He could have went this way, he went this way, you know. I tell all my creation, you know, if you turn from your wicked ways, then you too can be forgiven and get to heaven. That go for the jinns, that go for the angels up under motherfucking Lucifer's command, that go for the angels that's under his command in the choir. You dig? Alright, so anyway, angels like them. So let's use this as an example. There are rappers out here right now that's against this fuck shit that these niggas talking about. They talking like positive music. Like B.O.B. did the song, what? Cell Therapy? With Who's That Peeping in My Window? Wasn't that the song he did? You just let me see it.
He did he did a couple
no,
of them.
It was I gotta get up, get out and get something. Don't spend all your time trying to get. It was one of them old Outkast Goody Mob songs he did, and he spit all real shit. Kanye just did it. The video that you let me hear, you was like, this sound like you, bro. It sound like the way you write your music. Kanye just did it. So it's the spirit out there. So these angels and jinns that's assigned to their bloodlines, that's where they getting their writing from. It don't come from their brain. It come from the whisperers. The whisperers who up under Azazel. What's his name? Azazel. I ain't gonna say his name because I want to think of the prayer. But anyway, he's the whisperer. These are the angels that's rebelling against the ones, like my first, like I named the first of it's called the Devil's Advocate. The Devil's Advocates are the whisperers who are up under the generals, Azazel, Lucifer, the other one that started with a B. I ain't gonna say his name, but all these angels, they have angels up under them. They have legions of angels that's under them that they command, and they are created once God give his creation, which is the angel that he created to be up under him, his command. An angel can't do. It is only created to do exactly what God say. If God say stand here, guess what? That motherfucker angel gonna stand there. He ain't gonna move ever for eternity. He right there. So if you put a motherfucking angel right here in St. Louis, over St. Louis, that motherfucker leaning on the arch like this, God, this is bullshit. You feel me? Yeah. 314. What's the angel number for 314? I tell you. Metatron. Who is Metatron? Enoch in his glorious angelic body? Wow. Let that sink in. Let that sink in for a minute. All right, back to Lucifer with his dumb ass. Lucifer, the choir director. So, in the Bible, they tell you that Lucifer was an angel. Lucifer was never an angel. Never, he's a jinn. Because only jinns have the free will as man do. Angels do not have free will. Fact. Angels do not have free will. An angel is just like this. This how they came up with the binary code for computers. It's ones and O's. That's it. 1111111. Oh. That is embedded in whatever it says in God's language. That's his instructions. So here's the instructions that he gave to the angels, the legion of angels, that's the war angels. One motherfucking directive. And the directive was, go with Lucifer. Do as he says. As if it was me telling you to do it. Because I'm telling you to go with him and do as he says. Done. That's it. All they know from that point on, period. All that God said. And all the word all, there is no Latin root word for all. All is A-L-L. Period. That's it. Now, also in this Bible, this pamphlets, this binded pamphlets of fuckery that Yeshua talked about, we not gonna call him Jesus because that's not his name, nigga. Jesus is the son of the 18th Pope. That nigga name is Caesar Borgia. Him and his brother was fucking the same bitch. And I'm just gonna give a short synopsis. Was fucking the same bitch. And his brother got mad at him. And his brother got mad at him because they fucking the same bitch. And this is during the time that the Muslims and the Christians was at war with each other, and they ain't had the technology to drop an atom bomb on motherfuckers that didn't believe what they believe in. It was a bunch of stupid ass, wicked ass theologians that sit in a back room and plotted the demise of people through the psyche, through the psychology and the mental, because there was no TV, there's nothing. That's only listen to that motherfucker standing over there on that mountain. He's saying the right shit. All right. So what they said was, we're gonna create the thing is give them their God. So they gave you motherfuckers a God. They gave you niggas Jesus. And Jesus is this Caucasian looking motherfucker with blue eyes. Whatever. But Yeshua said to the disciples, I seen Satan. I seen Iblis. I seen Lucifer. I seen him fall from the heights of heaven like lightning, nigga. Boom. They say, and the angels warred with Satan / Iblis / Satan / Lucifer. I seen the angels. It's in the angels, Michael and Gabriel and his angels warred against all the angels and the followers of Lucifer. Here's the trickery. They say the followers of Lucifer. They don't say this part right here, which will give you a whole fucking different perception of shit, because everything is perception. It's Ninja Turtle food, nigga. If you look at a piece in one way, it look good. You might turn that motherfucker over here, got motherfucking jalapenos and chicken and beef and sardines. I don't want that side of the piece. I want this side. They got cheese, nigga, pepperoni and turkey pepperoni, because I don't eat pork. This side look good. You feel what I'm saying? All right, nice. And as you go around this pizza, it looked good on one side and it looked good on us. They gave y'all a fucked up side, which is still a good side because it still worked towards their fucking their agenda. The angels warred up against Satan and his followers. They don't tell y'all that his followers was appointed to him by the Most High. Here's the parallel. God knew that he sent his angels, these are the chosen angels that he chose and handpicked to do what he said for Lucifer. These are his top warriors he sent with him. And he knew that he was taking them to how they do that dance on and taking them to the slaughterhouse, taking them to the sacrificial, like he said, okay, here's the parallel. He did his angels his sons because angels are the sons of God. He did his angels just like he did Abraham. He said, Abraham, take Isaac up here and sacrifice him unto me. God did it first. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right? And You think God gonna send his sons to death and not give them a way back? Just like we gotta walk through our trials and tribulations of life. Sometimes you might have to prove. Sometimes you get in situations like myself. I get in situations. I got in situations where I had to plead guilty to these evil motherfuckers. But God had already made a way out, and He knew I was gonna have to be guilty of something. So He knew His angels were gonna go down here and be guilty of and going against God's word. But He gave them a round bush. He gave them a ram in the bush when He said this. And this is what y'all preachers ain't telling y'all about this Bible. And this Bible, these scriptures, they teaching y'all the same old motherfucking scriptures over and over again. But then we'll hit this part. And you know what? I'm not one of those individuals that can always, or even if I do know, I'm not gonna give you the book. I'm not gonna give you the verse number. I'm not gonna give you the chapter number. I'm not gonna tell you anywhere that's in the book, because if I do that, then that's guiding you. I'm not your motherfucking guide. The Most High said, seek and you shall find. It's in that pamphlet. The Bible is a fucking bunch of book of pamphlets, goddammit. Like the Jehovah's Witness. They took they fucking thing from the Bible. Look, they got a whole bunch of pamphlets. It ain't even in chronological order. But anyway, in the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving earth, it say this. The Most High said, all, period, has been created for the glory of the Most High. From the angels to the so-called demons, which a demon is still an angel or a jinn. All right, so this is how they classify the angels and the jinns as demons, and they put it down to one word, which they dumb it down. Fuck, I'm hot. They dumb it down, and when they dumb it down. So it's like racist motherfuckers saying a group of individuals, melanated people, are there go a group of niggas over there. Get it? Mm-hmm. Instead of, oh man, that's an African over there, that's an Egyptian over there, that's a Chinese man right there, that's a Greek man over there, that's a Latino over there. Because they're racist against those nationalities, they call them all niggas. Alright? So here's how Lucifer, let's stop, boy, let's step over here for a minute. Yeshua, aka the one they say Jesus, was sitting and talking to the disciples and said, surely I tell you, the fowler of the air is coming to defile the word of God. That's why I teach in parables. Let's go back to how they teach you. The preachers say, yeah, Jesus told them that, the disciples asked Jesus, aka Yeshua, well, Lord, what do we do, you know? And he said, well, what do we do about the word? Why do you teach in parables? He said, I teach in parables because surely, as I say to thee, the fowler of the air is coming to defile the words of the God. Some seeds gonna fall on good ground, some seeds gonna fall on hard ground, some seeds gonna fall on thorny ground, some seeds gonna fall on dry ground. All right? So let's explain that. Some seeds that fall on thorny ground, the thorns grew up and it choked the word of God. The seed that fell on dry ground, the sun came out and dried that shit up. Think about it. The sun came out and dried that shit up. That's these motherfuckers. They hear the word of God, they feel it, and then here comes a whirlwind of life like my nigga True. My life is like a whirlwind, turning and spinning. That song right there, what that song said to me is the fucking sun came out like, okay, here comes somebody, they flashing $1 million. This is a little boy right here. Let me suck your dick for this $1 million I put you on. Bang! The sun just came out and dried up the word of God. You feel what I'm saying? So they leave what they know to go what they want because it came so fast. Instead of those who waiting up on the Most High should exalt. The Most High should exalt them and they'll mount up like on wings of eagles. Now, I'm going to go all the way back to where Adam and his first wife, Lilith, which is a jinn, a daughter of the Most High, got into it. They got into it. God came down and said, Lilith, you gonna lay on your back. Adam ain't really, he ain't used to all that. You know what I'm saying? I blessed you with something else, and I understand why you are so sexual and so sexually dominant, what it does for you, because the semen is life, and you know you grab off of life and the spiritual life. So this is why she wanted it a different way. So if you have an ejaculation, you know that's different from having a orgasm. All right. So there's two different things. There's two different. Ejaculation is different from an orgasm. That's that chick that's out there sucking your soul out your motherfucking ass. She thinking you have an orgasm, nigga. Besides the one little chick is sucking your dick and you just ejaculate. Oh, she's sucking my dick good, bro. Versus damn, bro, she took my soul and that bitch just did something. Like, she fucked me up, bro. Like, I don't know. That's the difference. That's a woman that has that is half jinn. Okay, she's half jinn. And her bloodline is jinn. She is of a royal ethnic. She is of a royal spirit. So these are usually the matriarchs of the family, and then the male jinn version is usually the patriarch of the family because they have a highly favored spiritual eye and spiritual ear to revelation. It's a Pentecost upon them. That's why you got these Pentecost church, because it's called Pentecost when you get revelation. So anyway, God go back to heaven. You're like, fine, whatever. So Jim was like, Lucifer was like, I started thinking about something. My bad. Lilith was like, man, fuck this whack dick. I don't want this shit no more. So guess what she did? She invoked the spirit of God, and she has the free will. So when they tell, even then when they told them you go read about jinn, you read about the jinn Lilith, your motherfucking ass. They don't tell you what happened when she invoked the spirit. They go straight to the part where she invoked the spirit of God when he sent the 3 angels after Lilith to take her back to Adam. Because here's the part in the Bible. So that's that part. Here's the part that they did put in the Bible. They put this part in. And God seen Adam. He created Adam on the 6th day, and he seen Adam down there walking around, moping around, dick hard as a motherfucker. He just walking around playing with him. I just, damn, man, fuck that shit. And he said, damn, that's not good. That nigga needs to bust a nut. So he laid his ass down, took a rib from him. Cause all right, so look, let me give him a mate that's equally yoked to him, because everybody can't handle a jinn. He can't handle it. That's my first creation. So a lot of you niggas that's Bravo male, beta male, you know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing to be a beta male. You are like Adam. You're a good man. That's what women like. The beta male. That's why these women that's insecure, they like beta males. They don't like alpha males, because alpha males are patriarchs. We are the spiritual covering. We're the head. We are in tune. God and blessed. We are part. They are part jinn. What's wrong? You good? Okay. So now he laid him down, put him out, called her Eve. Nigga, what is Eve? Eve. The prefix of Eve is what's the root word of that? Eve. It's ning, nigga. All right. The root word. The hyphenated word. I'm saying this is evening. So he did this in the evening, because in the morning when he gave him jinn. When he gave him, amen, in the morning when he gave him Lilith, he couldn't handle her. He couldn't handle her. Shit, she wake up in the morning, wanna fuck the shit out this nigga. He sleep, he wake up and let me see your tongue, nigga. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, what the fuck this nigga? She didn't. And you ever been with them chicks that they be so into sex? I think Kevin Hart spoke on it one time. He's like, hold on, bitch, I ain't ready for all this shit. Rocking my motherfucking ass, my head hitting the headboard. He said, hold on, bitch, get your ass up out of here. I need an Eve, bitch. I like a bitch that like to do it in the evening. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Do that shit make sense? All right, so watch this. So first, before he created Eve, he was like, man, he told the man, go over there and get her and take her back. So they went to go get her. They get there. Lilith's like, I'm not going back. Fuck that. I don't want that whack dick. That's some bullshit. Hell no, he crying and shit. I ain't with all that shit. Fuck that. So this is where the part where the angel said to Lilith, well, since she invoked the spirit, she invoked the name of God. When she says, when it's that part where it says it invoked the name of God, what she said was, she told them, the Most High, my Father, gave me the free will to choose. I don't have to go back there if I don't want to. I'm not going. Cause and effect. There's a consequence and repercussion for everything. Even if you're using God's word, this is how the Bible, this is how these motherfucker fuck nigga ass preachers out here is tricking you motherfuckers. And when giving your spiritual authorities to them and you are up under his covering in the trickery way. The trickery way is this. Most women, go to churches, it's majority of women in the church, and they give their spiritual authority to that pastor because they're like, I'm up under him. I'm gonna do what he say. So if this pastor is wicked and he is of the fucking wicked theologians and things of this nature that has an agenda, guess what? You are now up under the Jebusite spirit, the curse. The church is called the mother of harlots. All right, you are up under a wicked motherfucking God spell. All right, so this is the gospel, my nigga. We're gonna call it God spell. All right, plug. I got a rap album coming out called Trap God Spell, nigga. So anyway, but so with that being said, God recognized it because the Most High is not going. He is not human. He is not man, nor jinn, nor angel, to where he gonna lie to himself. Fuck you. Fuck who you is. He told Job. He said, Job, how the fuck do you? Nigga, I wouldn't even tell you if I was hungry. It said in the book of Job, the guy said, I wouldn't even tell you if I was hungry. So if a motherfucker not gonna tell you you're hungry, it's just like your boss. When you at work, your manager, all the managerial, even in the military, I was in the Air Force and the Army. Nigga, the enlisted ate with the enlisted. The officers ate with the officers. Sometimes the officers would allow an enlisted member to be honored. I was one of them. Thank you very much. To come sit with them, come chill with them, go out with them and shit like that. But there's no fraternization right there. There's no fraternization with the top tier, with the lower tier. No, that's why God is the Most High. And stop listening to all these motherfuckers that say, oh, God told me. God ain't told them shit. God don't talk to everybody like that. He said a couple things to Moses, nigga. A couple things. What's your name? God, I am. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So let's put it like this. With that saying, on that side note about listening to everybody that said, God said, there's a lot of individuals, no. There's few and far between individuals that God do talk to. But you're going to have to pray for wisdom and discernment to discern who God is talking to and who God is talking. Here it is right here. I'm going to give it to you. It's encrypted in your spirit. When a motherfucker talking to you and you getting chills, you feeling it in your gut, you resonating, it's making you recall shit that God had already told you, that I'm important to you, that's putting the piece together. It's like we putting a big ass spiritual jigsaw puzzle together right now. Comment below. Anyway, so on top of that, back to Lilith. Lilith invoked it. So here's the consequences of her choice of free will. It's not, it's kind of fucked up, but it's not fucked up. Because from that point on, a full-blooded jinn, a full-flamed jinn can't procreate with each other anymore. All right? They was to procreate with Adam's seed. Let's go here. This is why some men are demigods. That's the demigod thing right there, because they're part jinn. Basketball players, football players, they have these supernatural abilities. Michael Jordan flying out the motherfucking gym, Kobe doing all these different fighters. Mike Tyson was his bloodline, part jinn. That nigga's part jinn. This white boy that's finna go up against Mike Tyson, I ain't hating on white boy. Mike Tyson finna break this nigga jaw. I swear to God, first hit, bomb. You heard it here first. Gonna break his motherfucking jaw. Because the white boy, he trying to prove himself and make a name for himself, and he think he finna go in here and knock an old man out. Jinns do not age. They spirit don't age. So if Mike Tyson's spirit is a jinn, Mike Tyson finna come in there and look like he 19 years old again. And he don't even know it. He don't even know he finna go in there and look like he's 19 years old. Because when Mike Tyson get in the zone, nigga, that's when the jinn comes inside of him. Can jinns take over your body? Yes. There's certain times that a jinn can take over your body. I just learned this the other day. So watch this. Anger, emotions, and fear. And fear is the worst one that you want a motherfucker to feel. So Mike Tyson's scared right now, I guarantee, but he ain't letting y'all know because he doubting himself. So fear is in him. But he's still gonna do this fight because he Mike Tyson. But he don't know that jinn finna take over his ass when he get in there, and he gonna move like lightning and hit his ass like a titan. Watch. Anyway, back to this. Motherfucking Lilith says, I'm not going back. So the three angels, God told her what it would be, the consequences of her divorcing him. She's going to fall. See, in divorce, one person has to fall. One person's going to fall. You got to take a penalty. So, okay, Lilith, I told you to be with him for the rest of your life. And guess what? You have the right, because guess what? It's a sexual, the cause for divorce. Moses put this out there. If you want to divorce your wife, the only way you can divorce your wife is through sexual immortality or sexually unyoked, things like that. She had the number one reason, because sex is the number one. It's the first motherfucking directive from God. Be fruitful and multiply. And Adam fucked that up because he ain't want to bust the nut the way she told him to. Give me that dick, little nigga. She ain't on it. So she can divorce him for that. You don't want to give your wife the dick the way she want it. Guess what? Bye-bye. She go. But this is the thing. She can't have any children. You're going to watch your children die. Every time you have relations with another jinn, from this point out, jinns are no longer... Fuck. That's another revelation to download. Watch this. Since you ain't going back to your husband, you cannot procreate with no other jinn, and no jinn after you can procreate. From this point on, jinns can no longer procreate with jinns. Because first, the law was, jinns do not procreate with my humans. That was the first law. All right? No, scratch that. It wasn't no humans. It was only the jinns. So they was procreating with each other. That law came later. That law finna come right now. After she said no, God said, jinns, there's a barrier between you. Boom. He put a spiritual realm there. That's the veil over their eyes. He put a spiritual realm there. Boom. There's a spiritual barrier. Jinns are not allowed to cross into the parallel universe of the humans and procreate with them. Where did we hear that at before? We'll get there. So, when that was said, the angel said to you, you're going to watch your children die. So every time they did procreate, yeah, they still got pregnant, but they all died. This is how the jinn race started to deteriorate and start to be the number that they are. They are one number now. There's no less of them. There's no more of them from that point on. It's the same amount of jinns. So put it like this. Let's just say it's 144,000 of them. Where you seeing that at? Let's just say it's 144,000 jinns. That's it. That's it. So, then after they said that, God said, this what you can only procreate with the human that I tell you you can procreate with. That's why some women know who they can have a child by, and it be that one motherfucker. If you do not have a child with it, guess what? You ain't gonna have no kids. You wanna know why? Because you're part jinn. There's a jinn that lives inside of you, which is still the spirit of the Most High, because all our spirits, jinns, angels, all of us are a piece of the Most High. So it's God. It's in you. So you're not going to be a procreate. Men, same way. So all you women out here that think you barren and all this shit, look, cloud should pop up over your head. Boom! Remember that motherfucker you said? I know why. God said I have a baby right here. And you got scared? Well, you ain't gonna have no baby until you go back to that motherfucker. Or if you go back to that motherfucker, you decide not to. Cool beans. No worries. So that's why they say Lilith is a demon. And she's the child stealer. She's the baby murderer. She is not a murderer. She is not a bad jinn. She is not an evil jinn. But guess what? She has what we had. Everything that she got, we got. All the free will that she got, we have the same free will. They have the same free will us. So they have the same emotions as we do. So she mad. God said it's all right to be angry, but do not sin in wrath. Right? Okay. Because I will not build a kingdom upon anger. All right? So let that sink in. So now, we get to this point where Eve comes along. Here's the parallel. Watch the parallel. They still in the garden. The garden, All right, so here's the secret to life. So all you guys that's been out here trying to find the secret garden, the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve were at. Here, I'm gonna tell you where it's at. It's the parallel realm. It's the spiritual realm that the jinns live in. The jinns live in the Garden of Eden. You'll never find it. Okay? Stop looking. Stop saying, oh, we think it's here because no, you'll never find it. It's the spiritual realm. All right? And you don't know what's on that side. No matter what, the jinns will never tell you what's on that side. They're going to tell you what you want to hear is on that side. Stupid. All right. So anyway, Adam and Eve, he create Eve. I see Adam walking around his dick hard. He horny all day. He jacking that motherfucker on. God, I'm saying, I can't have this nigga busting nuts all over my garden and shit. I don't want to step in that shit. He come down, he lay him down, take a rib from him, create him. First commandment that he gave Adam and Eve was the same commandment that he gave Adam and Lilith. Be fruitful and multiply. All right, so now, boom, they fruitful and they multiply. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, they say, don't eat of this tree. There's a tree that grows this. The tree is the true symbol of as is above, as is below. Because guess what? The tree and the branches sprout up above the ground. All right, but guess what? The tree also grows and sprouts out under the ground. All right, so you're going to eat the fruit of the lower dimension and the fruit of the higher dimension. You are not, your brain capacity does not have the capacity to fucking just, your theological thinking do not have the, your brain can't process it the right way. The only way you can get it processed is God blesses you with his daughter that sits of his under his throne, and she is called wisdom. All right, so if he don't bless you with the wisdom to understand and discern what's above and below and how it grows this way and this way and this way, it's omniscient. It's everywhere. You can't do it. So here it is. Don't eat of this fruit. It wasn't a bad thing. Just look, I'm God, nigga. Just do what I say. It's gonna be all right. All right, don't eat this. So here we go. Stop. Lucifer. He in the choir. He the dopest motherfucker up there right now, nigga. He like the Jay-Z of the choir. He like the Master P of his era. He like the KRS-One of his era. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listening to him like he. So he created him, and God was like, look, all you motherfuckers up here that I didn't create, even you jinns that I created, y'all gonna bow and worship and do as I say, and you will do what man says. Because I am putting him over everything, my whole creation. You, even you, Lucifer, bow. Lucifer God is a jinn. He is not an angel. If he was an angel, when God said bow, he would have bowed his ass down. But because he's a jinn and he got the free will to do what God say or do it, nigga from dust, dirty. I am of a smokeless blue flame. I'll burn this nigga. Okay, Lucifer. Why is it that you don't like my man? Because you made him from dust. We fly, we do all types of shit, man. What the fuck? Why I gotta bow to this dirt bag? Dirt bag, okay? So, God said, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do for you? You got the right to do that. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you the guardian angel over Adam and Eve. But Lucifer didn't go. He sent Azazel. I can't think of his name, but he was one of the whisperers. He was whispering Eve's ear, telling her to eat of the fruit. So Lucifer gave the command for the whisperer. All right. So when she tricked, when the jinn tricked her into eating of the fruit, she guided Adam the same way. Because a woman that's fucking you right, and she got that good pussy, you're gonna do what she say. Because guess what? Ma'am, can you please do what you had did to me earlier? Can you do that again? That syndrome comes over you. So I'm gonna do what she say. I'm gonna eat this motherfucker too. So that's how Eve made the same mistake that Lilith did in a different way. All right. And because of that, God was pissed and he kicked him out the garden. So he took him out of the below, out of the above, which is the spiritual realm where the Garden of Eden is. The Garden of Eden is the above. We are the below. That's why they say, as is above, as is below, because it's above first, then it's below. You feel me? In the spiritual realm. So watch this. So when he put a spiritual veil over their eyes. Even in some of the books, they don't do it in the Bible. The Bible don't tell you how when Adam and Eve got kicked out of the garden, they was looking for it. But it was an angel with a veil over their eyes. Everywhere they looked, he had the veil. His whole mission was to put a veil over their eyes. It's angels right now around all of us. They got veils over our eyes because we are not granted access yet. You gotta. That's why I say different levels, different devils. God know you can't handle these devils yet, so he keep these veils over your eyes so you can't get there. So you wonder why you ain't successful in certain aspects of your life. You ain't ready. You ain't ready to go to this spiritual plane. You ain't ready to go to this plane because, shit, when you go to this spiritual plane, I got to lift this veil off your eye. And if you ain't got the wisdom and the discernment to understand the trickery and the fuckery, because there's different trickery and different fuckery when you get to these different levels, guess what? Because I love you so much, I ain't going to put you in that situation. But you can put yourself in that situation because you got the free will to give something for something. Jinns grant wishes. Jinns need your blood to manifest into physical form. Hence, the sacrifice. And I wish you niggas would. And I wish you niggas would. Feel me? So, watch this. Just as Yeshua walked up on the motherfucking swine and the legions of the demons was in that motherfucker, and they say, damn, why you come to punish us before our time? And he said, I'm not gonna kill you right now. And they jumped out the man and they jumped in the pig. That's why the Muslims say don't eat the swine, because it jumped in their bloodline and it got in their DNA. All right. So watch this. It got in their spiritual DNA. Animals have spirits too. So as a spirit is passed on to the fucking offspring. Okay. The spirit is passed on to the offspring. So them that leads in the demons that's in that motherfuckers that leads in the spiritual fucking angels and jinns that's in that motherfucking pig, and it went down the bloodline. You feel me? Generational curse. So the pig is generationally cursed. That's why you should eat that motherfucker. I don't care how you boil it, how you cook. You can't eat that motherfucker. All right. So now, Yeshua said, I ain't gonna kill you right now. But they was in the presence of God because the spirit of God was upon Yeshua. They got so motherfucking scared that they ran and they jumped off the motherfucking cliff and they killed the pig. All right. So, what's the parallel to that? The parallel to that is this. You the daddy, or you the mama, somebody else mama or daddy, they put their hands on your child, and they find out who you are, and you are somebody. And, oh, you put your hands on Rook's child, you put your hand on, and then they get to researching who you are, and then they find out that you a motherfucking head buster, you a killer, you don't talk about shit, you just go do it. You at they don't at a motherfucking mailbox. Guess what come over them? Fear. Guess what they do? They used to kill themselves, but now they try to kill you. You feel me? So these fuck niggas that get into shit, and they look at that motherfucking angel. Even the fucking angel that done talked they motherfucking ass up to do this shit, that angel or that jinn knows what angel and jinn is assigned to you. It's like, hold on, wait a minute, bro. Don't do that. Hey, bro, back off. That voice in the head, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Because guess what? Not only does you get your ass whipped, but your spirit get that ass whooped too. That jinn, he get his ass whooped too. You feel what I'm saying? That's why some niggas out here, they killing themselves. They get in themselves in situations and they don't understand what the fuck, what they getting themselves in, the consequences.